know what I think is the most entertaining thing on YouTube? Controversy videos. Seeing some stupid ass controversy over something so minuscule and people get so mad over it. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the dumbest controversies of recent, including YouTube and TikTok.
I do not believe in newborn circumcision.
Bro, I just sat down. This user goes by the name of Gerber, and he kind of makes these rant videos on TikTok. They're sort of entertaining. It's like a hit or miss for me personally. So essentially this chick came out who was absolutely obsessed with Gerber. She accused him of multiple things. I'm not gonna go over them, just for his attention. And I feel like people need to learn to understand the ruling of innocent until proven guilty. People tend to follow under the rule, oh, I'll just believe the victim, which is a completely dumb response to these sort of things. And the only thing mentioned that they claim is absolutely horrible is the fact he lied about a bunch of minuscule stuff, like his name on the internet, where he lives. Like, are we retarded? And this type of bullshit is on TikTok absolutely everywhere. They make these outrageous claim somebody's a pedophile or a sexual assaulter or whatever, and people will just believe it and get upset, and it's genuinely terrifying. Oh boy, now we're gonna get onto a very funny one, and that's with the Markiplier allegations and his current controversy that's going on right now. And it's got to be one of the dumbest things you'll ever see on the internet, and I'm not even kidding. So Markiplier is starting to get shit for supposedly using AI to make a thumbnail, which I don't get why you would get mad over, because AI is an absolutely great thing. Let me show you. Absolutely beautiful. I think AI is very helpful, and I use AI tons. Like, I do code a lot. I need help with my code a lot if I don't have my freaking teacher with me. If I didn't have AI, I probably wouldn't know how to do a Windows batch file. I mean, obviously I could figure it out. It's just so much quicker that way. And Markiplier has been making videos for over a decade now. Over a decade. And you're complaining him about using AI for a thumbnail once? Dude, how unemployed do you have to be? It apparently was so serious, Markiplier reinstalled TikTok to make a video about what happened.
I had to re-download TikTok for this. I hope you understand how many hours are going to be wasted now that it's on my phone again. But I wanted to do it because I wanted to talk. And I am always happy to talk. I am always happy to talk, which is why I'm going to talk about this on a live stream where I'm going to address each and every one of your concerns. I'm going to talk about it, and by the end of it, you're going to realize that we're on the same side. Or if you're watching this in the future, maybe I got my ass handed to me and I was kicked from here right off of YouTube forever and ever and ever. But I don't think that's going to be a case, because I have receipts. I have every Photoshop file for every thumbnail I've ever made. And you will see that I don't use Photoshop correctly, and it'll make people that actually know Photoshop cringe a lot. But I haven't, because I have nothing to hide. And also, I've been really itching for a fight. You think I swam through 80,000 gallons of blood just to take a shortcut with AI? I got it in my eye. I almost went blind. Also, I know the environmental impacts. That's why I'm not on Twitter.
And by the way, about the whole AI thing, most people are concerned about the stealing of art, which, let's be real, that's not that serious. I get why people would be upset, but to completely try to cancel someone or hate on someone over it, it's not that deep. This is the perfect time for me to actually talk about an AI and what an AI is, because artificial intelligence is not real. That is not an actual thing. Essentially what AI like ChatGPT uses, it goes through multiple sources, multiple words in your sentence that you provided them. Looks over sources, looks over posts, etc., and tries to get the best response and bring it out to you. Granted, it's not always accurate. It never will be. That's because information constantly changes over and over and over again. But it is objectively the most consistent way for us to gather certain types of information. And if we find something that is completely wrong, we are supposed to let the AI know, that way it can adapt, or we can do research on it ourselves so we can improve our visionaries of that certain topic. So this is one of the conversations I had with ChatGPT. I was trying to learn something about Minecraft coding or whatever, trying to make a server, and essentially set a prompt, asked it a question. It gave me a certain code to plug in. Code didn't work. What do you know? It's still not working because This happened multiple times where the code just was not working, and it would be the same code over and over and over again. And the reason that the AI does this is because I wasn't able to provide any other information to make it work. And that's where I ended up using my own personal sources to try to find a way to make it work. And that's the issue with AI. So you gotta constantly tell it if something's not working. But the more we do this sort of things, the AI will adapt and get much, much better and be much more reliable. That's why AI isn't really a bad thing. If we can constantly provide certain information, then we can constantly benefit from these sort of situations. And I think it's just people don't have the knowledge to understand how AI works or ever try looking into how an AI works and functions. So they just decide to complain about how bad it is and how awful it is for the human environment. A lot of people were mad because he asked a question to ChatGPT on his podcast about almonds. And asking ChatGPT a simple question like that is nothing horrible. And people think it's concerning that he does this. Well, do you know what you could add to ChatGPT in your prompt? Ask them to provide their sources. That way you can check out the sources and fact check them to see if they're right and correct. But this is the unemployed here, fact checking is way too difficult for them. Now this one is probably the funniest and probably the most interesting to me is the Corey Kenshin allegations. The allegations where he didn't have to get involved at all and he still won.
I'm still on. Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Just don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
You do nothing. Look, this camera out of my face. I didn't do anything.
First of all, Corey, that is absolutely insane you said that. Obviously, he was joking because, yeah. Why would he actually say that on camera when he knew there was a camera there? And this person is saying that this is absolute proof to the alleged allegations, which is not. Like, somebody can say that and it could mean something completely different. You shouldn't take out a proportion. Granted, that's what the majority of people would think during that time. Doesn't mean it's always that. And when I tell you the true, real Corey Kenshin fans deep dove into this situation, they deep dove into it. Like, they did a lot of research, they looked everywhere, did anything they possibly could to prove that Corey was innocent, and they did. Corey wasn't involved within this situation at all. He didn't get in touch with it or whatever. The fans pushed her to release this sort of information. I have no words. I am so sorry for the lies about this whole situation. Through the DMs are real. It is not Corey. It was another ex before Corey. I was just so upset on how our relationship ended. No, I didn't cheat on him. We just had some issues and I'm trying to process my trauma. So some of the most pathetic shit I always see is that people would have a traumatic experience and blame a completely different other person if they're famous or amongst that line just for some attention about it. It's genuinely pathetic, and people tend to feel bad for that person when in reality, oh boy, you should not feel bad for somebody that was probably making an attempt to ruin somebody else's life for attention. And now it's not like, oh, there's just a little mishap, you guys. I'm sorry. There has been tons of instances where people have committed suicide due to false allegations. So if you do this sort of shit, go fuck yourself. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys join the Discord, like and subscribe, and yeah, peace. Comment down below so I get more interactions.